All right, y'all, we're taking a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad. Going to diagnose it, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. Now, BLCS is when the unique CTR all, so Boudoir low click syndrome, is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. So that means fewer than six, so less than 6 out of 100 women are clicking anywhere on our Boudoir Facebook ad. That means less out of six, so our ad is entered fewer than 6 out of 100 women's brains, which means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are able, have a non-zero chance of buying from us. So we gotta get this number as high as possible, because anytime we're not achieving that, then we need to get as high as possible above 6%. Because if not, we're wasting money on those impressions. So we actually the under 6%, 6% is the lowest. Under 6%, we got a big problem. Every Boudoir Facebook ad can be above 6% unique CTRL. That's because unique CTRL under 6% is not normal. It's actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause are the three pre-click mistakes, 3 PCM. More about those at the end. We also know that Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low click advertiser, a BLCA. So BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. And BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, Boudoir Pico. So we got the solution here. Treatment takes about a week. We know this works because we invented it and we've done it a bunch. And it's pretty simple. We duplicate the original ad. We leave the original ad alone. We treat Boudoir Pico on the duplicated ad. We run them both in parallel, and we keep whichever one running, has the highest metrics after the Boudoir Pico treatment period is over. And it's always been the Boudoir Pico treated ad has the higher metrics at the end. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. So pre-click alignment, PCA, it activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. AKA, we got our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So it's our full universe here. Got a BLCA with BLCS caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Solution Boudoir Pico takes about a week. We achieve PCA pre-click alignment, and we become dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. Now, from my residency, found some Boudoir Facebook ads, brought them back to the hospital, tested them, saw that they had a unique CTRL of 4.3%. Well, the first one, unique CTRL of 4.3%. Okay, that's unique CTRL under 6%, which means BLCS is present. Therefore, we do have Boudoir low click syndrome here. But that's fine. We got the treatment, can treat with Boudoir Pico, takes about a week. And we got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So we found out we were wasting 37% of ad spend. And as a result, we actually, as a result, we found out the original was wasting 37% of ad spend, which means if they're spending, 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then we actually, then we actually need to, well, they now only need to spend $6,300 a month with the Boudoir Pico treated ad and get that ad into the same number of women's brains. So at $3,700 a month, that difference no longer needs to be spent. The Boudoir Facebook Boudoir photographer can pocket that money, keep it in their bank account, and never actually, it's kind of like a phantom bonus every single month because we are more optimized. And at the end of 12 months, that's like a 40K, 40K result for no extra effort, simply being more optimized. All right, second one I got in, tested it, had a unique CTRL of 1.39%. So we know that BLCS is present, unique CTRL under 6%, Boudoir low click syndrome. Now we got the solution tree with Boudoir Pico. It takes about a week. Got the unique CTR up to 9.13%. So found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 84% of its ad spend. And as a result, we're actually, the original Boudoir Facebook ad, they're spending 10 grand a month on that. They now only need to spend 1.6K a month on the Boudoir Pico Treat ad to get into the same number of women's brains. So the 8,400 bucks a month they no longer need to spend. They can pocket it. It's kind of like a phantom, Boudoir Pico bonus every single month. It's like a 100K bonus at the end of the year, just because they didn't have to waste that ad spend and give it to Zuck, the Zuck. All right, now finally, another patient come through his Boudoir Facebook ad at 5.03% unique CTRL. So BLCS is present. Unique CTRL under 6%, Boudoir low click syndrome. But we got the treatment for it, Boudoir Pico. So we treated it with Boudoir Pico. It takes about a week. Got the unique CTRL up to 15.35%. So we found out he was wasting, this original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 67% of his ad spend. So now he only needs to, if you're spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, he literally only needs to spend 3,300 bucks a month on the new Boudoir Pico treated ad to get it into the same number of women's brains. And as a result, 37 or he can pocket that 6,700 bucks a month after pocket that 6,700 bucks a month and not actually spend it kind of as a Boudoir Pico bonus, or he doesn't have to do any effort, just keeps that money. That's like 80 grand after the end of 12 months at the end of the year. So the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. And I mean, just looking at these numbers here, wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. I mean, take the averages. The average is somewhere between 50 to 60%. So they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads. On average, 5K every single month's being wasted. I literally, we could just put back in the Boudoir photographer's pocket every single month because they don't have to spend it, because now we know 100% of that was being wasted before. So now they can keep that, a bonus at the end of the year of approximately like 60K bonus profit, not having to do any extra work. All right, so now we're going to diagnose this if we believe it has BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. First thing I'm seeing, got the below creative cluster mistake. False belief that caused us to make this mistake is we're believing that everything Facebook tells us or recommends us to fill out for our ad is the best thing for us to fill out and not the best thing for Facebook when we fill it out. So it screws us because it causes way more women to scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ads than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, contributing to BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. And Facebook on the back end gets richer because the more women scroll by our ads per unit time, the more ads Facebook can serve per unit time, and they make more money when they do that. So we never want to make this mistake. Next mistake, or next thing we look at, creative. We got the looks like an ad mistake here. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we actually believe our Boudoir Facebook ads should look like Boudoir Facebook ads because that's what everyone else's Boudoir Facebook ads look like, so everyone else cannot be wrong. Can they? Well, in every Boudoir Facebook ad I've tested and the backends I've looked at, 100% of them have had BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, because they're making some or all of these 3 pre-click mistakes. So the consequence of making this mistake is way more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ads than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6% and contributing to BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. Finally, going to look at this See More headline up here. First 2 3/4 lines, Facebook Newsfeed Mobile. We're only utilizing 2 lines here. Want to win a boudoir session? What if you never feel ready but do it anyway? All right, so that's the lack of context mistake. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is we believe we set enough context to get the optimized number of right women clicking on our ads. But in fact, we're lacking a ton of context here, and we're actually going to get way more women scrolling by our ads than necessary who could have been perfect if we had not made the lack of context mistake, and who actually would have clicked in and had a chance to buy from us. And as a result, this pulls our unique CTR under 6%, and it actually increases the probability that we have BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So after looking at all these things, so my diagnosis, I believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome, aka a unique CTRL under 6%. Yes, I do. So I believe the unique CTRL, this one is under 6%. And it can be solved though. So if you're a BLCA with BLCS, so if you're a Boudoir low click advertiser with Boudoir low click syndrome, your unique CTRL of your Boudoir Facebook ads is under 6%, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, and you actually want to save, want to eliminate, get rid of, put back in your pocket approximately 5K a month in that wasted ad spend, get that eliminated, put that back in your pocket, approximately 60 grand over the next 12 months. And you decide you want to do this now because you've optimized other parts of your business and you're ready to pull the profit, kind of the next tranche of profits out of the leaky Facebook ads that we're paying like half to Zuck every month, being wasted for no reason. Because you see that more boudoir photographers entering the market every day. Market's getting more and more saturated. Seems like every time someone gets a new iPhone, there's a new Google My Business profile going up saying they do boudoir shoots. Whenever anyone gets a new camera, it seems like there's new posts in the mom group saying that they do boudoir shoots. So the market's getting more saturated, and you know that inflation's hitting harder, and you want to achieve pre-click alignment in your boudoir Facebook ad so you can become a dominant boudoir advertiser and achieve boudoir brain entry boost with your boudoir Facebook ads, then shoot me a DM because we know you want to be on your way to becoming the #1 boudoir photographer in your city. So shoot me a DM when I open back up for new patient intake. My new patient intake is closed right now, so my DMs are closed. But when my new patient intake opens up, shoot me a DM and we will see if you qualify.